Have you ever wondered what makes the Baltimore Ravens versus Pittsburgh Steelers rivalry one of the most intense and electrifying in NFL history? From bone-crushing tackles to game-winning drives, this rivalry is more than just football. It's a battle of pride, power, and passion. The origins of a legendary rivalry. The rivalry between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers began in 1996, when the Ravens were established after the Cleveland Browns relocated to Baltimore. This relocation not only reshaped the NFL landscape, but also created a void in Cleveland and ignited a new, passionate fan base in Baltimore. The shift fueled animosity among fans and added a layer of emotional intensity to every Ravens-Steelers matchup, making the rivalry even more fierce and deeply rooted in pride and loyalty. Despite being a relatively young franchise, the Ravens quickly made a mark in the NFL, and their battles with the Steelers became legendary. What makes this rivalry so fierce is the similarity in both teams' philosophies: tough defense, hard-nosed football, and a relentless desire to win. These shared values have led to iconic moments, such as Troy Polamalu's game-sealing interception in the 2008 AFC Championship game, or Ray Lewis's bone-crushing tackles that defined the Ravens' defense. The Steelers' notorious blitz schemes have often clashed with the Ravens' powerful ground game, resulting in strategic battles that keep fans on the edge of their seats. Memorable clashes over the years. Over the decades, these two teams have met in numerous unforgettable games, each adding more fuel to the fire. One cannot forget the classic defensive showdowns of the early 2000s, when players like Ray Lewis and Ed Reed led the Ravens, while the Steelers countered with legends like Troy Polamalu and James Harrison. These games weren't just battles, they were wars. The 2024 season was no different, delivering high-stakes matchups that reignited the fierce rivalry between these two powerhouses. Each game was a testament to grit, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of victory. Let's break down each critical matchup that defined this season. November 17th, 2024, Steelers 18, Ravens 16. The Steelers narrowly escaped with a victory, thanks to kicker Chris Boswell's remarkable 6 field goals. Quarterback Russell Wilson showcased his veteran leadership, throwing for 205 yards, despite facing constant pressure from the Ravens' aggressive defense. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens fought hard, but Pittsburgh's defense held firm in the final moments. December 21st, 2024, Ravens 34, Steelers 17. Baltimore responded emphatically in the next matchup, fueled by an electrifying atmosphere at M&T Bank Stadium. The roar of the Ravens faithful was deafening as fans donned purple and black, creating a wave of energy that seemed to lift the team. Every big play by Lamar Jackson was met with thunderous applause, and the defense fed off the crowd's intensity, swarming the Steelers' offense with relentless pressure. The stadium shook with every touchdown, making it clear that the Ravens were determined to defend their home turf with unmatched ferocity. Lamar Jackson was unstoppable, throwing for over 200 yards and adding 3 touchdowns to his stat sheet. The Ravens' defense, led by Marlon Humphrey, created turnovers and stifled Pittsburgh's offense, leading to a dominant win. January 11th, 2025, Ravens 28, Steelers 14, AFC wildcard game. The rivalry reached its peak in the postseason when the Ravens and Steelers clashed in the AFC wildcard round. Lamar Jackson made NFL history by setting the postseason rushing record for a quarterback. Derrick Henry bulldozed through the Steelers' defense, racking up 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. This victory cemented the Ravens' status as a serious Super Bowl contender. Key players driving the rivalry forward. Lamar Jackson, Ravens. Jackson's dual-threat capabilities make him one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. His agility and vision allow him to make plays few others can. Jackson's performances against the Steelers have been nothing short of spectacular, often tilting the scales in Baltimore's favor. Derrick Henry, Ravens. Henry's addition to the Ravens roster has given them a new dimension in their ground game. His powerful running style has punished defenses, especially in the postseason. Russell Wilson, Steelers. Though new to the Steelers, Wilson's veteran leadership and experience have added depth to Pittsburgh's offense. His poise under pressure keeps the Steelers competitive in tight games. The strategy behind the battles. Both teams are known for their strategic depth, and it is this tactical brilliance that elevates every Ravens-Steelers matchup into a chess match on the gridiron. The Steelers have historically thrived on their aggressive, high-pressure blitz packages, with defensive powerhouse T.J. Watt leading the charge. His relentless pursuit of quarterbacks forces hurried throws and critical turnovers, a hallmark of Pittsburgh's defensive dominance. The Steelers also rely on a methodical, balanced offense that grinds down defenses with steady, calculated plays. In stark contrast, the Ravens unleash a dynamic run-pass option RPO offense, masterminded by Lamar Jackson. Jackson's ability to seamlessly transition between electrifying runs and pinpoint passes keeps defenses constantly on their heels. Baltimore's offensive strategy emphasizes speed, unpredictability, and exploiting mismatches, turning even small defensive lapses into explosive plays. Complementing this is the bruising ground game led by Derrick Henry, whose punishing runs wear down even the most resilient defenses. Defensively, the Ravens employ aggressive blitz schemes that challenge quarterbacks to make quick, precise decisions, a tactic that has rattled even seasoned veterans. Marlon Humphrey and Kyle Hamilton anchor the secondary, combining coverage prowess with ball-hawking instincts. This clash of strategic philosophies, Pittsburgh's defensive resilience versus Baltimore's offensive innovation, creates an ever-evolving battle where every play call and adjustment can tip the scales. Fans are never sure whether they will witness a gritty defensive standoff or a high-scoring shootout, making each game a must-watch spectacle. Take the 2016 matchup, for example, where the game dramatically shifted from a defensive battle into an offensive explosion in the fourth quarter. The Ravens' defense dominated early, but in the final minutes, Antonio Brown's iconic immaculate extension touchdown sealed a thrilling comeback victory for the Steelers. Moments like these perfectly showcase how this rivalry can pivot in an instant, keeping fans on the edge of their seats until the very last play. Fans, the heartbeat of the rivalry. Steelers and Ravens fans are some of the most passionate in the NFL. For Pittsburgh, the iconic waving of the terrible towels creates a sea of yellow that electrifies Heinz Field. In Baltimore, the deafening chants of Seven Nation Army echo throughout M&T Bank Stadium, shaking the very foundations and intimidating opposing teams. These traditions are more than fan rituals. They are powerful symbols of unwavering loyalty and intense rivalry. For Pittsburgh, the terrible towels wave in unison, creating a sea of yellow. In Baltimore, the deafening roars from M&T Bank Stadium shake the very foundations of the field. This fan energy transforms every game into an unforgettable spectacle. Looking ahead, the future of the rivalry. With young stars like Najee Harris and George Pickens rising for the Steelers, and dynamic talents like Zay Flowers and Kyle Hamilton emerging for the Ravens, alongside seasoned veterans leading the way, the future of this rivalry is brighter than ever. But what does this future truly hold? The Steelers are rebuilding their offensive identity around Russell Wilson's leadership and Najee Harris's powerful ground game. George Pickens is becoming a reliable deep threat, potentially transforming Pittsburgh's passing attack. Their defense, anchored by T.J. Watt, remains a force capable of turning games with a single play. If Pittsburgh can tighten its offensive execution and capitalize on its defensive strengths, they might reclaim their dominance. On the other side, the Ravens are evolving into a powerhouse with Lamar Jackson at the helm. His connection with rookie sensation Zay Flowers adds an unpredictable edge to their offense. Coupled with Derrick Henry's punishing running style, the Ravens seem poised to dominate. Their defense, led by Kyle Hamilton and Marlon Humphrey, continues to frustrate opponents with aggressive schemes and lockdown coverage. Imagine the next Ravens-Steelers showdown, a high-stakes playoff game where every possession feels like life or death. Will it be a game-winning sack by T.J. Watt or a dazzling Lamar Jackson scramble that defines the outcome? Or perhaps it will be an unexpected hero stepping up in a crucial moment, just like when Troy Polamalu's interception sealed the AFC Championship in 2008, or when Ray Lewis's iconic stops fired up the Ravens' defense. Share your favorite game-changing moments from past matchups in the comments below, and let us know who you think will rise to the occasion next. This rivalry promises more than just games. It promises epic moments that will be etched into NFL history. So Ravens flock and Steelers Nation, who do you think will write the next chapter in this historic rivalry? Drop your predictions and thoughts in the comments below, and let the debate begin. Final thoughts. This rivalry isn't just about football, it's about legacy, pride, and the unyielding spirit of competition. It's the kind of rivalry that turns ordinary games into unforgettable moments and transforms players into legends. Every bone-crushing hit, every game-winning touchdown, and every strategic play adds to a story that continues to captivate NFL fans around the world. As we look ahead, one thing is certain. The next chapter in this saga will be just as thrilling, if not more. Will the Steelers' fierce defense reclaim its dominance, or will the Ravens' explosive offense continue to soar? The stakes have never been higher, and every snap could tip the balance. So Ravens flock and Steelers Nation, are you ready for the next epic clash? Who will rise and who will fall? Drop your bold predictions and passionate thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for exclusive content, in-depth game analysis, and timely updates on all things Ravens vs. Steelers. Stay connected and never miss a moment of this epic rivalry. Let the debate ignite and the rivalry live on.